Let's review this game. Good game, another victory, 82% accuracy. As you can see, I was dominating with black, but at a certain point, I did a few mistakes, a blunder and a mistake that could have cost me the game. And let's see. So e4, the opponent white starts with e4, as usual, French defense, d4, d5, e pawn takes in d5, and I take back in d5. Now white brings out the knight in c3, and I bring out my knight in f6. Book move by white, pinning the knight with the bishop in g5. And here I play a suboptimal move to protect the pawn. I have to remember that in this case the best move is to develop the dark square bishop, since um, the pawn is protected by the queen. A3 by white, that probably wants to prevent me to put my bishop in b4, pinning the knight, and I develop my light square bishop. White continues with the knight in f3. I kick the bishop. Probably here the best move was developing the knight. White brings back the bishop, not the best square. Probably for white it was best to put the bishop in f4, which is a more active square. And I continue the development, knight in d7. Here the engine wants me to play the g-pawn push to attack the bishop, but I don't know how to play well in those kind of positions, so I prefer to play simple chess, continue my development, and castle. Bishop in d3, which is a natural square for the bishop, and here this is an accuracy, and the chess.com AI says your better option was to attack the bishop with a pawn. Which is true, but again, I don't want to play in that. I don't want to end up in that position. This is an accuracy. This is an inaccuracy by white, trading, giving away the bishop for my knight, and I'm very happy to capture back. Here I decided to um, capture with the bishop instead of the knight, because I see a way to gain a pawn, as you will see shortly. Indeed, after castling, I castle as well. Again, the engine wants me to push these pawns, but uh, I'm not convinced, because simply because probably it is correct to push those pawns and start a pawn storm against the white's castle, but I don't know how to play in those positions. So white activates the rook, and here I'm pinning the knight to the queen. And my idea here is to capture the knight to get the pawn which is in d4 and is unprotected. And that is exactly what I did. Capture the bishop, capture the knight with the bishop, the queen has to take, and I can get the pawn in d4. Now, here the queen is attacking my bishop. I bring the bishop back. I spent, as you can see from the clock, I spent almost 1 minute to think about where to put my bishop, and in the end, I decided to bring it back to b6 because I want to keep the pressure on the f2 pawn. And in case of moves like this one, I can bring it back here, and I'm still pointing. The bishop is still pointing towards the white's king. So okay, and I hear a move by white that tries to reroute the knight. I don't know to do exactly what. And I put my knight in f6, attacking the queen. The queen has to move. I attack again the queen with the bishop. Queen moves. Now the queen is attacking X-ray my queen, even if it is well protected. And yes, probably here the idea is to... My idea was to connect the two rooks. Now they are connected, and also I have a battery with the queen and the bishop pointing towards h2. It's not mate because let's see, let's do a useless move like this one. I go here, the king has to move, but then if I do this, okay. Actually, it is quite good, but I mean it's clearly a very good position, but I'm not winning. So okay, here basically the knight blocks my queen that now can't land in h2, and here this loses a pawn. I don't see exactly how, but my idea is to uh, apart from the fact that I'm losing the pawn, this is not a good move because it's the usual one move threat. I mean, here, what am I hoping for? That white doesn't see that the bishop is attacking the queen once I move my knight. It's very unlikely. So this is an error, even if I won't lose a pawn. And here, so this is a blunder that loses advantages that makes me lose the advantage. Here white finds a great move, attacking the queen, and here the idea of the engine is to simply move the knight, reveal the attack with the bishop, so that we can have this exchange. But after that, I'm losing a pawn, and the position is equal. So back with the game. I bring back my queen, and here white is missing a tactic. He wants to double the rooks, and I'm revealing the attack on the queen, and also I'm blocking here the white bishop, which is pointing towards h7. Sacrifice by white with the knight taking the pawn in h6. I capture with my pawn. The queen takes the pawn, and now I have to be the position is better for me. As you can see, minus 3 for black, but I have to be precise because otherwise I can get checkmated. So, for example, if I do if I'm not careful, there is mate in h7 because this bishop is protecting the queen. I found this move, attacking the queen and attacking the rook. The queen has to move, and here, yes, probably the best move was to take the rook. Actually, what I was still worried about mate in h7, so the idea behind the pawn in f6 is give protection to the bishop, and leave room for the queen to cover h7. And I think here I was worried. Let's see if in this case. Okay, no, there is nothing. Okay, so missed move probably was better to capture the rook. In the end, these are rapid games, so no much time to think about the moves. Here, white takes with a bishop, which is the best move, but you are not threatening. White is not threatening anything because my queen is covering h7, so I can capture the rook. This is a mistake by white that gives this check with the bishop, but I can capture it with the pawn. Queen takes, check, I block with the queen, I exchange queens, and now even if my bishop is lost, this is game over for white. I can only lose this match, this game, because of one blunder or a sequence of errors. So let's see, I double the rooks to attack the pawn in the e file. The rook protects the pawn. I attack the pawn in the c file. White pushes the pawn. I push my f pawn. the king comes close to the center. Again, another push by my pawn. White can capture only with the king because if he captures with the pawn, I take his rook. So king takes, check, king moves. I want to infiltrate my rook in the back rank of white to get some pawns. White pushes the e pawn, check, king moves, and now I'm attacking both the g pawn and the b pawn, so one of the two has to fall. White pushes the g pawn, I take the b pawn, another push from white, the h pawn is advances in h4, check, check. Now the idea of white is to checkmate me with rook in d8, but I'm not worried because I can play this move. I can capture this pawn. And now I have two options. Both are good, and because I played this because I can capture the pawn, and now there is this attempt to checkmate me, but I can block with the rook. He takes, I take, and another few moves, and then white can resign. So let's see if we can learn something. Not much from the end game. I think I played good chess. What we can learn? Let's see here. This is a stupid move. This is a very stupid move. This is a very stupid move. One move threats are always stupid. Stupid. At this level, as I say always in every video, this is not high level chess. This is amateur chess, but even at this level, this kind of threats simply are useless. Here I'm just losing a tempo, and probably I'm also putting a piece in a worse position, because before my rooks were well connected and the bishop was very active. Instead, now the rooks are not connected anymore, and the bishop is threatening something that is not provoking any damage to white, simply because white is not dumb. So this is the main lesson I have to remember. This is the main error. Here, this is a mistake. I didn't see that by moving the knight, I can trade queens and be happy about the exchange. But I wouldn't consider it as a mistake. So I think that for this video, for this game review, it's enough. So see you in the next video, and ciao ciao.